Imagine sitting down at your desk with a blank screen in front of you, knowing you need to create a month's worth of social media content. For most people, that's where the overwhelm begins, where the coffee starts flowing and the anxiety kicks in. But here's the thing. With the right prompts, you could walk away in just 1 hour with 30 days of content planned, written, and ready to post. No frantic late-night brainstorming, no staring at your keyboard hoping for inspiration. Just you, your AI, and a set of power prompts that turn the entire process into something almost effortless. The problem most creators face isn't just coming up with content. It's coming up with content that's consistent, engaging, and actually relevant to their audience. This is where prompt engineering changes everything. When you know how to speak to AI in the exact way it needs to understand you, it becomes your fastest thinking, never tired, always ready creative partner. And what's even better, it remembers patterns, styles, and goals far better than your caffeine-fueled brain at 2 a.m. Let's imagine you run a small business selling handcrafted jewelry. Normally, you'd sit there thinking, okay, what should I post? Maybe a product photo? Maybe a behind-the-scenes video? And before you know it, you've spent an hour deciding on just one idea. Now, picture this instead. You tell your AI exactly who you are, exactly who your audience is, and exactly what you want to achieve. And in a few seconds, it hands you 30 creative post ideas, each tailored for engagement, for sales, or for connection. That's the magic of using prompts in a structured way. The secret lies in creating prompts that are both specific and flexible. You don't just say, "Give me 30 post ideas." You feed your AI a detailed context, your niche, your tone, your audience's pain points, your preferred platforms, and the purpose behind your content. For example, instead of saying, "Give me Instagram ideas for my bakery," you might say, "Act as a social media strategist for a boutique bakery in New York that sells artisanal sourdough bread. Generate 30 Instagram post ideas for the next month, with a balance of educational, entertaining, and sales-focused content. Make each idea short, engaging, and optimized for high shareability." Suddenly, your AI isn't just guessing, it's building with intent. Now let's make it even more powerful. Imagine you take that same list of ideas and say, "For each idea, write an Instagram caption in a friendly, story-driven voice, no more than 100 words, with a hook at the beginning and a call to action at the end." Instantly, the list of ideas becomes ready-to-use posts. No rewriting, no thinking, no creative blocks, just copy, paste, and post. And if you want, you can go even further by asking for hashtag suggestions, image concepts, or even short-form video scripts for each idea. One of the biggest misconceptions is that AI is here to replace your creativity. That's not what's happening. AI isn't replacing you. It's removing the parts of the process that drain you. Think about it. Your audience wants your personality, your authenticity, your vision. The AI simply does the heavy lifting so you can spend more time engaging with people, building relationships, and actually enjoying the creative process instead of drowning in it. Let's go through an example that will make you see how fast this can be. Imagine you're a fitness coach focusing on busy working moms. You want to post daily on Instagram for the next month. Your master prompt might be, "You are an experienced social media strategist for a fitness coach who helps busy working mothers improve their health through 20-minute home workouts." Create a 30-day Instagram content calendar with a mix of tips, motivational posts, workout demos, personal stories, and promotional content. Each idea should have a short title and a brief description of the post. Your AI instantly delivers something like, Day 1, morning stretch routine for energy. Day 2, client transformation story. Day 3, 5 healthy snacks, under 100 calories, and so on. Now, the trick is not to stop there. You'd follow up with, "Now write engaging captions for each idea in an empathetic, relatable tone, around 80 to 100 words each, with a hook that speaks directly to working mothers who feel too busy to exercise." Within minutes, you have 30 captions that feel personal, inspiring, and ready to post. But we can push it further. You can ask, suggest a relevant image or real concept for each post, and include trending hashtags in the fitness niche for working moms. Suddenly, your entire content plan isn't just written, it's visually planned and optimized for discoverability. You see how this works? It's about building layers. First, the AI gives you the structure, the skeleton of your content. Then, it adds the flesh with captions, the skin with visuals, and the accessories with hashtags and calls to action. By stacking your prompts like this, you avoid the endless, "What should I post today?" panic. And instead, you start your month with a complete, polished content bank. The beauty of this approach is that it works for every niche. Whether you're a motivational speaker, a skincare brand, a tech reviewer, or a travel blogger, the framework stays the same. You just change the context in your prompt. And once you've built one master prompt that works, you can tweak and reuse it over and over again. You could even keep a prompt library, a personal treasure chest of proven prompt templates that you open up whenever you need a fresh burst of content. Here's where it gets even more exciting. The more you use AI, the more you learn how to train it on your personal style. By feeding it examples of your past posts, your tone, your favorite phrases, even your sense of humor, you make the AI better at sounding like you. Eventually, it will start producing content so on-brand that people won't even realize it was generated. It will just feel like you. But let's address a doubt many people have. They worry, won't my content feel robotic if AI writes it? Not if you use the right prompts. You can ask AI to write in a conversational, emotional, or even poetic tone. You can tell it to include sensory details, to use humor, or to mimic your exact voice. The difference between bland AI output and captivating AI output comes down to how specific you are in your prompt. Give me a post about skincare will give you something generic. Write a playful, relatable Instagram caption about how using sunscreen every day is like giving your skin a VIP backstage pass to looking young forever. Will give you something unique. When you approach prompt writing as an art form, you stop seeing AI as a tool and start seeing it as a collaborator, a creative partner who doesn't get tired, doesn't run out of ideas, and doesn't complain when you ask for the 50th revision. And that's when the magic happens. Imagine ending your 1-hour session with not just text, but a spreadsheet or document filled with 30 posts, complete with captions, image ideas, hashtags, and calls to action. You could batch schedule them using any social media tool, and then walk away for the rest of the month knowing your content is handled. You can focus on engaging with your audience, launching new projects, or simply taking a break, because AI already did the heavy lifting. This is the future of content creation. Not the stressful last-minute scramble, not the half-baked posts just to keep the algorithm happy, but intentional, consistent, high-quality content that's generated with speed, precision, and creativity, all because you know how to ask AI the right questions. And the more you practice, the more efficient you'll get. The first time you try this, maybe it takes you an hour. The 5th time, maybe it takes 30 minutes. Eventually, you'll be able to generate and polish a full month of content in less time than it takes to binge one episode of your favorite show. The truth is, everyone has access to AI now. What will set you apart is not the fact that you use it, but the way you use it. Prompt mastery is the new creative superpower. And once you have it, you can apply it not just to social media, but to emails, blogs, scripts, ads, anything you want to create. Social media is just the beginning. So the next time you sit down and think, I have no idea what to post, remember, you're not alone in that battle anymore. You have a partner that can take your ideas, your goals, and your unique voice, and turn them into a month's worth of content in just 1 hour. All it needs from you is the right prompt. And once you know how to give it that, there's no limit to what you can create. Because in the end, content creation isn't about fighting for ideas every day. It's about creating a system that delivers for you consistently. And with the right prompts, AI becomes that system. The question now is, what will you do with all the extra time you'll have once your content is done? That's the real magic waiting for you to discover.